We love hip hop.
Police patrols with tactical guns. So if you could pull this up on the screen here, one take, Jake. This is courtesy of CBC News Toronto.
Toronto police are asking the public not to be alarmed if they see more officers armed with tactical equipment, including rifles and long guns.
Don't be scared.
If you see these officers, whether it's around places of worship or tourist hubs, it does not mean there's an imminent threat.
Toronto's police chief has announced a new counterterrorism security unit and task force created in response to global conflicts, rising hate crimes, and the risk of violent extremism here in Toronto.
Within this unit, we will substantially increase the resources dedicated to countering terrorism and violent extremism.
That's that full.
Some police accountability experts are criticizing the new action plan.
Of having police on the streets with long guns is going to terrify an awful lot of people. It's going to make people very, very frightened. I know that people right now feel frightened when police have guns. There's various things in protocol to try and make sure they don't draw them very often.
We love hip hop.
And it causes problems. So having long guns is going to be really scary.
The police service says these moves are not linked to a specific threat, but they do come at a time when police have announced new restrictions on protests in residential neighborhoods near Bathurst Street and Shepherd Avenue West.
People can still protest.
Look at that shit. That's a big gun,
People
bro.
can still protest along Bathurst and along Shepherd. What we will be preventing is movement into residential areas.
Regular protests and counter-protests have been happening in the primarily Jewish neighborhood since the Hamas-led attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, and Israel's subsequent barrage on Gaza. Now the service says it'll have officers posted on residential streets to deter protesters.
We will tell people that they cannot do that. We will physically block them. And if they try to disobey that instruction, they will be arrested and charged with obstruct police.
Or shot.
In a statement responding to the move, the Fundamental Freedoms Director at the Canadian Civil Liberties Association wrote, "Police already have broad powers under the Criminal Code to protect public safety." She called the protest limitations an attack on freedom of expression and freedom of peaceful assembly. Now again, Toronto police have stressed the creation of the new counter-terrorism unit and task force is not linked to any specific protests or events.
Look at that one.
They did connect it to recent shootings at Toronto synagogues and the U.S. consulate. Tyler Cheese, CBC News, Toronto.
So
Canada is expanding in the defense sector.
My bad. So, yeah, you're gonna if you're downtown, if you're walking certain areas and you see the police, the boy them.
A protest is happening.
A protest might be happening close, or just something. We're surveilling the area, and we got the long guns now, fam.
If they're only doing it for those protests, I'm not mad at it still.
Well, you're shaking your head there, Zara.
Well, it's like you guys already had the smaller guns. You weren't busting them off during protests. So like what you're just trying to intimidate the people. That's not going to make me do anything. Like I think this is a slippery slope. It starts like this, increased police presence. They even announced that they're going to have a police officer at every subway station.
Yes. I
recently,
saw that.
right?
Yeah.
In conjunction with this, they're going to say...
And not to interrupt you may see some of those police officers in the subway walking with a long gun.
So it starts off as a preventative measure, but I think slowly you're going to see them abuse their power. I'm just waiting for the first incident where they actually have to let off the rifle. Like I really...
That's the unfortunate truth. In theory, because when I think, like a police officer at every subway station, when I think of my experience in the subway, like I think it would be beneficial. But when I think of my experience with police officers, that's where, you know what I mean? It kind of gets a little dicey.
Yeah. And the thing is, the tactical guns, it gives me like Dominican vibes. Like when I was in Dominican Republic, like I seen that at the corner stores, like the security guards have that. It's not even the police, the security guards have that up. So I'm like, where are we in society now that the police have to be walking around with like big friggin' long guns that can like mow down shit? Like, are we that scary? Like, is it that point now that we have to worry about that type of shit?
No, I think other countries do it too. A lot of other countries, their police force have tactical guns.
But those countries, sometimes like shit goes down. Like shit don't go down like that out here, fam. So like, why are you making us feel that way?
What if they're preparing?
I guess, because like even the protests that they're talking about and stuff like that, no matter how much they can get like intense, shit don't go down. Like, it's not like the protest caused a riot downtown and mad people got hurt and whatever.
And we're fucking up traffic though.
They do,
man. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but it's not like as like a protest that would happen in Iran or a protest like it's not like Tiananmen Square and shit like that. Like,
they don't want it to get to that level.
Are they worried about that? And that's why this is a preventative measure. Have these guns?
Well,
and I'm pro-gun.
I don't know. I just feel like we don't know enough data. Because what if they're like, we let in all of these people from these places like Iran, Ukraine, these war-torn places, and then now they're convening into popular areas,
residential neighborhoods.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're getting after ting. That's fine, but now they're spilling into residential areas. Our taxpayers are getting back at us. You know, so we created this problem. This might be their way of trying to like put a band-aid solution on it. I'm not saying that it's the best thing, you know.
Go get the street sweeper just in case.
You know?
that's what I'm thinking. Like, you're making great points, but what's the solution? Grab the street sweepers and just have them on us so that they know that we can mow down the whole crowd of all you guys for whatever country you're from. We could take you all out in one shot right now.
That's what they're used to, though. They're used to when they go to the convenience store, pure long gun and rifle and thing. You know what I mean? When they go to the convenience store now, they be wild and they're like, wait, you guys have that little Indian girl as security?
Yo, you think the government's like, let's speak to them in a language they understand? They understand bigger guns. So that's what we're going to use, and they're going to stop protesting.
That's what Natural's theory sounds like. Like, you know what? You guys come from another country, you're used to seeing these big guns. Like,
they don't understand pistols.
Yeah. Like, there's not enough in that clip. Like, we need a banana clip for you guys.
Bro, remember that video of me with the police interaction?
Yeah.
Imagine they had rifles.
I don't even think you would have the same energy.
Maybe I would. No, I probably would.
Brother, with one of those things, fam, there's one thing to see the thing in their holster.
If
you're like pointing the barrel like in your eye.
Or no, just having it just there like this, holding it in their hand.
Zara be like, make me a martyr. Make me a martyr.
If you're going to shoot me, just finish the job, buddy.
Yeah. They don't have to
practice how I'll like react in that moment.
Yeah, and they don't have to pull it out the holster. All they have to do is just do this.
Facts.
They already just have it in their hand like this, fam.
I've already practiced what I'm going to say in that moment. You're not going to shoot me.
Oh, shit. You better hope there's enough cameras. You better hope those cameras have audio.
Shoot me right now, then I dare you.
Oh, this guy really wants to be a martyr.
Just don't make no sudden movements. No sudden movements.
It would just be me and Natural sitting there the next week. Like, man, sorry, he was a good guy.
I think they thought he was Iranian or something, bro. I don't know why they did that to bro.
You better have a tribute episode if man's
definitely.
Yeah, bro. And you know what?
Like, no topics that day.
There's gonna be a montage of all your different accents. And
today we're going through top 10 czar moments, and we're gonna speak about each one of them. We have some people calling in.
We'll put all the Trump impersonations out there. But fam, you're not white enough. Yeah, knock on wood. You're not white enough to get away with that bullshit, bro. They might, like what Natural say, they might think that you're Iranian or something. They're like, yeah, you look a little bit too ethnic. We have these for a reason. Didn't you get the memo? Why are you in our face like yapping, fam? Like, bang, hold that.
They're not gonna do that.
What do you have? Well, what do they have them for?
Didn't they smoke a black man the other day because he was just running towards them?
I don't remember. There's so much shit that happens, like freaking.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was exactly in Toronto, but it was at like the GTA, or it was in Canada for sure, though.
Yeah, and even like the World Cup. Aren't they? I seen it maybe just on an internet page on an Instagram page about O.W.O.L saying that she doesn't want ICE over at the freaking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like ICE is gonna be forward into Canada to freaking try to take people out of the stadiums and shit.
How does that even make sense?
That's why I was like, I saw it on freaking Instagram.
Okay, I seen that too, but I'm like,
it might have been on RTN.
I'm like, that's some Asian shit.
I'm just saying, it's military. We might be militarizing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, those same guys, those same policemen that are walking around with the rifles are basically militarized.
Yo, with the World Cup coming up, subway stations each have a police officer. They're going to have advanced guns. They know there are going to be protests during the World Cup. So maybe Toronto's trying to show themselves as like, a bad boy city.
I got the ting on me, bro.
Yeah,
Like, we have
like,
rifles like y'all in the Middle East.
Because there's all these next countries forwarded to like Colombia and like Bulgaria and all these next places forwarded. It's like, yo, Toronto gets down. They don't think we're sweet out here.
You know what? They mentioned all the protests, but that might be the whole plan for real, for real.
Because for Taylor Swift, you know, she's more dainty. We'll change the street signs for you guys. We'll put the homeless people in hotels. That's what we'll do for Taylor Swift. For the World Cup niggas, no, we need these football, not American football.
Yeah.
And you know, Iran, they opted out of the World Cup. They qualified, but because their country's in a war, they're not sending their team.
Yeah.
So you know there are going to be bare protests, bare Palestine protests, Israel protests. Like, so yeah, you're going to see more tactical weapons.
Well, listen, God forbid, and we'll hope and pray, and we'll end the episode here. Hope and pray that these tactical weapons that these guys have, that we don't have to come back here and report a story of the police actually using one of them. They've already had enough incidents of them using their handguns and whatever, but I don't even want to hear one police story of these guys used the whatever machine gun thing and let off like a friggin' 25 clip or whatever.
What if they have to?
I don't know, bro. It's going to be a conversation. Because have to for what? To hit how many people?
Toronto's about to be on the world stage, bro. Like,
yeah, we can't show that we're soft.
Man, they might be trying to show out. Like for the Raptors parade, there was a little shooting. You know what I mean? That was the Raptors parade, dog. This is World Cup, bro.
To mow down a bunch of people, something really serious has to happen.
Mowing down a bunch of people is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
There's
that's what those things are for.
There's probably going to be one kid that does try something.
Now, if Matt's just streaking, just tackle him, fam.
You don't need a tactical gun for the one kid. You could hit him with the freaking handgun.
A taser.
I'm just saying, if that shit gets used, and if they use it for a disproportionate reason, like one kid's wilded out and, oh, sorry, we hit 4 people by mistake.
Suspended with pay.
What about the young street man?
Facts.
You know what I mean? That was in the van and
Alex
Manassian. Yeah. Hit him with the not with the rifle. You could hit him with a freaking 9, bro. It's still lethal.
They didn't even shoot him.
They
could have shot Alex Manassian. He wanted them to shoot. He kept like pulling out his phone, like faking it. The man just freaking
he's still a piece of shit.
Him with his phone.
He's still a piece of shit that's gonna go to hell and stuff, right? But like, fam, even still, if they were to shoot him, just pull out the 9, bro. You're good, bro. You don't need the like you're gonna Swiss cheese the man.
But I actually understand it from the police's perspective, because think about it, they're fighting criminals who have switches.
They're not talking about them. They're not saying, oh, we need to have the tactical guns to go run up in a trap spot. They already have that. When the ETF comes bust through your door, as somebody who has had the ETF bust through my door, they don't come with the They come in with the hey, get down. You know, with the light on top of it and shit like that. You're like, holy shit, the army's coming for me, fam. And they have the army gear on, fam.
When I was a youth, I guess my parents' door got kicked. I just remember like just waking up and just seeing like a blinding light, bro. And then I was in like my boxers and shit.
That's traumatizing.
Get out! I'm like, yo, like
They don't be like, hey, and have blue suits on, fam. They have tactical gear on, fam.
Were you like, I'm 7?
I was terrified still. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, bro. That's when you get to see what they really have over there at the shop, bro. You're like, damn, you guys got guns like that over there? For the dealers, that's wrapped up. Where do you think they're getting them from? They didn't just go buy them. They're just using the ETF's guns. They have them already, fam. They're just not letting the other cops use them. Now, other cops are going to be able to get the guns that the ETF uses.
All the corrupt cops are having the nannies now. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, we got to end this topic because I know we're running a little bit on time, but like, fam, I thought about that when I was writing the topic. Like, we're giving these guys freaking assault rifles who can't even freaking stop from giving people's addresses to the gangsters, bro.
Man walks into Tim Hortons, like, yo, he just with his full rifle. Getting one double.
What? You know what I'm saying? One of the them who's a gang member, who, you know, probably there's some gang members who got on the inside to the police into the police force because it's happening. We're seeing it in the news at this point.
Yeah.
They're going to have a rifle too, fam. You're going to be like, yo, fam, yo, watch yourself. Before they even shoot it, they're going to go, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they have it now. So just be aware. Be aware. I think we can end it here.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.